This footage captures a severe workplace incident involving high-speed rotating machinery. While in operation, an operator approached the rollers to adjust materials, but due to the lack of a safety perimeter and proximity to the nip point, their clothing was caught by mechanical force. The machine's high torque rotation pulled the individual into the mechanism instantly. Despite co-workers engaging the emergency stop, the outcome was devastating. This underscores the need for strict PPE adherence. Avoiding loose clothing or jewelry is vital. The operators must maintain safe clearance and only perform adjustments at a zero-energy state. Facilities must utilize machine guarding, interlocks, and LOTO protocols to prevent unauthorized access to danger zones. Safety is a non-negotiable priority. Bypassing protocols for speed can lead to life-altering events. At a vehicle washing and maintenance station, several cars were parked side by side. Some vehicles were being washed, while others had their hoods open for inspection or minor maintenance tasks. Workers were moving between the bays, spraying water and checking engine compartments. Everything appeared calm and routine. Suddenly, however, an unexpected malfunction occurred in one of the engine compartments. Pressure within the system was suddenly released, creating a powerful burst of air and steam. Papers and small tools around the area were blown aside as workers tried to understand what had happened. What had seemed like an ordinary work moment quickly turned into an unexpected situation within seconds. This type of event demonstrates the importance of caution when working with pressurized systems. A worker was attempting to carry a heavy air conditioning unit up a staircase. However, the structure beneath him was unstable. With each step he took, the platform swayed more and more. The heavy load in his arms restricted his movement, making it difficult to react quickly in case of a slip. Within seconds, the balance was completely lost. The ladder shifted out of place, the temporary platform collapsed, and the worker fell along with the equipment he was carrying. Incidents like this show how improperly built scaffolding or platforms can create serious hazards. Heavy equipment should be moved using proper lifting tools and stable working platforms. Temporary or weak solutions can lead to dangerous outcomes. In a steel warehouse, several ton steel coils were stacked on top of each other. An overhead crane was lifting one coil using a C-hook while workers cleared the area. At first, everything seemed normal, but during the lift, the suspended coil lightly touched another nearby coil. This small contact caused the load to tilt sideways, pushing against the adjacent stack. Within seconds, pressure between the coils increased, and the gap between them quickly closed, turning a routine lift into a serious hazard. This incident shows how important it is to keep a safe distance around heavy steel coils. Workers should never stand between stacked or suspended coils. Even a small movement can cause coils to shift suddenly and close the gaps, creating a dangerous crushing risk. Properly clearing the work area during lifting operations greatly reduces these dangers. In a manufacturing facility, a worker entered the guarded area of a press machine to adjust material inside the machine. The environment was a busy production area filled with conveyor lines and large material rolls. While the worker was making a small adjustment near the press, an unexpected situation occurred. The machine suddenly began to move, while the worker was still inside the hazardous zone. Because the energy had not been isolated, the press mechanism engaged. A simple adjustment task quickly turned into a dangerous situation due to the absence of proper safety procedures. Before any work is performed on such machines, the energy supply must be completely isolated and lockout-tagout procedures must be applied. Assuming that the machine has stopped is not sufficient. The system must be securely locked before entering a hazardous area. In a small workshop, A worker was making adjustments near a surface grinding machine under dim lighting. The machine was still in its preparation phase. When the machine was started, the grinding disc began spinning and sparks appeared as expected. However, shortly afterward, a loud cracking sound was heard and the disc shattered. Broken fragments were thrown outward at high speed, creating a dangerous moment inside the workshop. Such incidents show how risky it can be to use grinding machines without proper setup and safety equipment. Grinding discs should always be inspected before use, protective guards must be installed, and operators should stand at a safe distance during the initial startup. The incident occurred in an active warehouse yard. A female worker was walking near a large unprotected pit in the ground. At the same time, a forklift operator was maneuvering while carrying large sacks that significantly blocked his forward visibility. The load severely restricted the operator's line of sight. Because of this, the operator failed to notice the woman standing near the pit. As the forklift moved forward, the sacks struck the woman, causing her to lose balance and slide toward the deep opening beside her. Since the area was entirely within the operator's blind spot, the woman suddenly disappeared from his view. Such incidents demonstrate how critical visibility is during forklift operation. Operators should avoid traveling with loads that obstruct their vision, or should use safer methods such as driving in reverse when necessary. The video shows a worker operating an industrial lathe machine. A lathe contains powerful components that rotate at very high speeds. While trying to adjust the machine, the worker was using a handheld tool close to the rotating chuck. However, the tool was not secured. Suddenly, the tool was caught by the rotating components. The powerful force of the machine spun the object violently and threw it uncontrollably. The tool struck the worker and pulled him toward the dangerous rotating area of the machine. Due to the strong forces created by the rotating parts, the worker was violently thrown and struck. When operating machines like lathes, handheld tools should never be used near rotating components. Industrial safety remains a vital priority within manufacturing environments, as highlighted by a powerful cautionary tale involving a metal coiling system. In the footage, a mechanical failure or operational oversight causes a metal strip to whip out with immense force, striking a worker and causing an immediate fall. This incident transpires so rapidly that reaction is nearly impossible, underscoring that safety must always be the top priority near high-speed machinery. To minimize such risks, team members must maintain a safe distance from red zones, conduct thorough pre-start inspections to identify mechanical flaws, and remain vigilant against complacency. Wearing required personal protective equipment, PPE, is essential to mitigate the impact of unexpected failures. By following strict protocols and staying alert, at a warehouse facility, 2 workers were transferring heavy sacks from a large stack onto a conveyor belt. At first, the work appeared organized and smooth. One worker was lifting the sacks and placing them onto the conveyor, while the other stood beside the stack to assist and keep the process moving efficiently. However, as the work continued, part of the stacked sacks slowly began to lose balance. Within seconds, several sacks slipped from the pile and fell toward the area where one of the workers was standing. What had seemed like a controlled situation quickly turned into an unexpected risk. Such incidents show how important proper stacking is in warehouse environments.